Greetings, fellow penguins. It's Danish here. We're back with something a little different. Something I think everyone needs to speak out about. Just because, well, it's basically flatline illegal. Something I've seen videos from Doug Walker on Channel Awesome and League of Super Critics, an Alpha Omega Sins video, I believe. Boogie2988 did a video about it. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Fair use. Fair use on YouTube, which we all know for years, since YouTube began, since YouTube really started to grow back in the mid 2000s. No, well, mid 2000s, because it started about 2005, I think, something along those lines. But fair use has been abused so much. I mean, nowadays, the word copyright alone instantly makes, nowadays, it makes most people think, oh, another egotistical company is just basically taking the ban hammer. That's literally what it is, censorship. Well, it's not what it is, but it's what people think nowadays. Because more often than not, these copyright strikes, the claim strikes, DMCAs, they're all being used as a spear just against channels that aren't even breaking any rules. And it's gotten to the point where, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest, I realise I've still got a bloody playthrough to do, but I mean, one reason I don't do videos as much as I used to anymore, not daily, is because I'm scared of getting claimed. I'm scared of getting struck, because this is a very small channel. I mean, I've not even hit 500 subscribers yet. This is a very small channel. Insignificant. I'm a nobody. So what can I do to fight a copyright claim or a copyright strike or a DMCA if I'm hit with one? I mean, no, I don't monetize any of my stuff. I've no right to. I'm not. Again, and even if I did, and I did legally, I'd be making pennies a year. So what's the point? But I mean, a channel like mine, or a channel like most other people who aren't exactly making a living off of this, you know, like people like Channel Awesome, maybe Angry Joe Show, people like PewDiePie, and etc, etc. People who make a living off of YouTube. And yes, they're just as much at risk as anyone else, but they are at least able to somewhat fight it because they have enough of a following. They're well known enough to actually stir a significant response to some form of illegitimate claim or strike, etc. I'm not. And most other people are in my position. I mean, what can I do? I mean, I've not been hit by a claim. Admittedly, I have been hit by a community strike. Thankfully, not anymore, because that was over a year ago. Because I ended up, when I was doing my God of War 3 playthrough, on a separate video, because I cut it out, I got hit by a community strike because of the Aphrodite minigame. It's my fault. I shouldn't have uploaded it. It's not a place for YouTube, let's be honest. But I mean, I've removed the video now, and the strike is it's gone through its 6-month period. So I mean, that's the closest thing I've had to any sort of strike. No copyright claim or strike. Nothing to, you know, handicap my channel. But I mean, especially in the past year, copyright strikes, illegitimate claims have been far more frequent in this past year. To the point where I think a lot of people are getting scared to upload anything. And it's been a legal ruling now that fair use needs to be considered before any sort of claim any sort of copyright attack, because let's call it that. It's an attack. It's a fucking attack against the content creator. Any sort of copyright attack is made on said content creator. Fair use needs to be considered before it takes effect. That was a legal ruling decided in court. And when was that decided? It was decided when Warner Brothers, those assholes, the assholes at Warner Brothers, decided to copyright strike, I believe it was, a 29 or 28 second video of someone's kid dancing with a Prince song in the background. And, well, that went up shit. They went up shit creek without a paddle there. Because they were taken to court for it. Not by the content creator, but by someone representing them. And Warner Brothers got fucked up. Basically. It ruled in favour of the creator. And rightfully so. They didn't break the law whatsoever. And the song happened to be in the background. And thought, oh, my kid's dancing. I'm going to video this. It's going to be a nice little video to share. Which it is. Let's be honest. Because it's a little kid, what, 5 years old, maybe younger, just pissing around having fun. It's cute. That's the point of the video. And it's less than 30 seconds. And you're going to tell me you're going to spear someone with a copyright strike for it. What the fuck? And this is the kind of thing that people deal with now. More so than usual in the past year. Channels are being wiped off the face of YouTube with no way to defend themselves. What can they do? What can they do? It's like running at a sniper with a knife. There's nothing you can fucking do. And this is one reason why I'm scared to make videos. It was a reason why I didn't want to live stream on Twitch. Because if you remember back in 2013, I think was, the high point of it, the swatting. I was scared of that. I wanted to live stream. Admittedly, I have since this past Christmas. I live streamed on my Xbox One a couple of times. I am going to once the new Zombies Mac Der Eisendrache comes out on Xbox One as well. I'm going to live stream when that comes out because I've got the season pass. But on topic, the swatting. I mean, it's died down now. I don't think there aren't really many instances of swatting anymore. There have been genuine consequences for those who actually made an attempt at it. A couple of people. A couple of kids went to fucking prison for it. And again, rightfully so. Because it's making, of course, a fake threat, giving an address of someone you don't like while they're playing a fucking game online and streaming it live. Oh, and while they're playing, someone breaks down the fucking door. You go to check. Oh, well, someone's knocking on the door. You went, okay, what's going on? Oh no! Armed officers are in my house. Armed fucking SWAT team in my house, guns blazing, demanding me to lay down, put my hands behind my back. Oh Christ, are they going to shoot me in the fucking head for playing League of Legends or some shit? Thankfully, in that incident, no one's got hurt. But, but again, it's simply using something to it. Admittedly, that is of course a much more serious thing because it's life-threatening. But at the same time, fair use, the DMCA system on YouTube is being illegally abused anyway. And while again it's not exactly life-threatening, it is livelihood-threatening, which isn't much better. You lose your livelihood, then you've got no income, no way to support yourself or anyone else who also may be living with you. Say, for example, and again, love him or hate him, doesn't matter. What would happen to, say, PewDiePie, for example? Because it's clear his living comes from YouTube. What do you think would happen to him and his girlfriend? if suddenly he lost his livelihood. Because, of course, considering how big he is the biggest YouTuber on YouTube. If he lost his livelihood, and of course we're disregarding the fact that I think he's likely got enough money to keep himself secure. But then he and Marty would be fucked. Those two would be fucked. They'd lose their livelihood. Then they can't feed themselves. They lose their home, etc., etc. That is what these malicious companies are trying to do to us. Or because they don't like what I don't like what you're saying about our game. Oh, it's a 3-second clip. No, I don't like that. That's infringing my copyright. No, I'm going to have to take that down. I have to take that down. No. What the fuck? And what are we supposed to do about it? The only thing we can do right now is speak up, because it's becoming a huge movement already. So, what can we do about this? In all honesty, aside from speaking up, I don't know. Because, let's be honest, how many times has this happened before? How many times have people been wrongfully claimed and Google's done nothing? Every time. Every single time. With no explanation. You get filed with a copyright strike. Even if you fight it, you know for a fact that you are legally in the right. You're willing to take this to fucking court. You contact YouTube. Automated response every time. They don't want to deal with it. They can't be fucked. They're removing they're taking the responsibility and pushing it away. Because they don't want it. They don't care. They're making the money anyway. But YouTube, these are your content creators. If your content creators lose their livelihood, you lose your income. So, in the end, you lose. Just as much as we do. But then again, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. What the fuck do they care if some random fucker on the internet loses his channel? And if it's actually if it's a genuine professional content creator, their livelihood. Oh, who cares if that guy loses all his shit? We're rolling it. What the fuck do we care? See the problem? So what we need to do is every single YouTuber needs to speak up. Every single one of us. Hopefully, much like during the SOPA bullshit, much like I don't fucking know. Much like, for example, while it didn't it didn't make a difference. Actually, no. One thing, and that while, of course, if we remember Adam Orth's bullshit about the Xbox One always being online, there was a lot of backlash. And of course, everyone complaining on the internet about the Xbox One always being online, the amount of backlash that got because so many people spoke up. They were forced to change it. And now the Xbox One, I mean, I've got one. Bear in mind, I was one that swore off it because of the bullshit. And now I've got a console. It's a great console. Missing a couple of things, stupid things, like, well, again, not for this video. But we spoke up. Enough of us spoke up. And they realised, oh shit, all of these people, they are not liking this. This is a huge amount of backlash. We've got to change this. We've got to win them back. And they did. We won. Just like we did with SOPA. And just like we will do this time if enough of us speak up. Hopefully, at least. And a lot of people are already jumping on. Everyone needs to jump on and show Google that we're not going to stand for this anymore. We can't stand for this. And neither should they. Because if they keep standing for it, if they step back and do nothing, everyone loses. Everyone except for the malicious malicious companies, the ones using copyright as a spear. Because they, even by filing false and flat out illegal copyright claims, strikes, DMCAs, there are no repercussions. And during the time that they gain your revenue, for the time that you're fighting a claim or a strike, the revenue you get, if you get any at all, will be transferred straight to them. From that point on, during the time you're fighting it, you get the claim removed, you prove yourself right, you don't get the money back. Why not? They are illegally earning money from you, and they don't have to pay it back. Why not? And knowing this, they're going to keep doing this. They're going to continue, because they know they can get away with it. And in their eyes, there's nothing we can do about it. Ironic, considering Hollywood was created to fight against copyright abuse. And now they are the epicenter of it. They are the core of abuse that we are receiving through copyright, that anyone is receiving through copyright. I can still remember the early days of YouTube back in like 2006, 2007, where Warner Brothers would just claim so many videos because I had this music track or this music track, and it would always be replaced by that shitty Soundscape song. Oh my god, no, I hate that fucking thing. Either that or, let the bodies hit the floor. No idea how quickly I got sick of hearing that fucking song everywhere I went on YouTube. Oh, I fucking clipped my neck. Ow. So we need to stand up and fight against this. Every single one of us needs to speak out. If we can all continue to speak out and get our voices heard, then maybe we might actually be able to change something. So let's end it. Thanks for watching, fellow penguins. Leave a like, leave a favourite, subscribe so you can become part of the Penguin Army today, and we will defeat the Cheer Squad. And I have been experiencing a lot of technical difficulty with my Elgato. Whenever I try to record the next Revengeance part, near the end the footage bugs out every single fucking time. I'm doing what I can. I'll try and do so. I've not got time tonight, but I'll try and do it tomorrow. Hopefully I can get that damn thing done soon. So, until next time, fellow penguins, this is Danish saying, where's the fair use? Danish out.